What's up, everyone? Holy fucking shit. Oh my god, what just happened? The wrestling world, the wrestling business is on fire again, and it's buzzing because of 2 debuts tonight, and they are both all elite. One guy was a free agent, the other guy's been a free agent. But one of the guys I did not expect to debut tonight, and he did. One of the guys I expected, but not both of them at All Out. Both made their AEW debuts. Holy fucking shit. WWE's in trouble. Not money-wise, but momentum, fan excitement. AEW has it. They have the fan base. Tony Khan has the fucking money, and now they got the talent and major top talent that made a name for themselves in WWE. Some of them, 2 of the guys, one of them was in WrestleMania main events, and now he's all elite. And the other guy, I did not expect to see debut at All Out. 2 major fucking debuts at All Out. What a show. Well worth the money. The pay-per-view was. One guy thought it was possible he might show up on Friday at Madison Square Garden for SmackDown. He could debut on the main roster, but that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen anymore. One of them was main roster. Actually started in NXT Season 1. The guy's a major star before WWE also, in my opinion. He was. He was Ring of Honor champion. He was a great worker. Way before WWE. But holy fuck. AEW has the momentum. They have the fan base. They have the talent. And now they've been having all the money behind them that they need. They brought in CM Punk. Malachi Black, Miro. Well, Miro was brought in a while ago, but Malachi Black, CM Punk, Bryan Danielson. I still can't believe it that he's all elite. I thought he was a WWE guy for life. Obviously, he was not WWE for life. Like the shirt says, NWO for life. Pre-show was, I'll get to the debuts. I will get to those. I'm excited about them. I am excited about AEW and what they've been doing. They have been on fire. And I'm not a bandwagon jumping ship fan. I'm not. I like both companies and a lot of talents in both companies, WWE and AEW. I enjoy Impact when I watch it. I enjoy Stardom, Shimmer. I enjoy all wrestling. NWA, MLW, NXT, NXT UK. I watch a lot of damn wrestling. But the major companies I watch the most are WWE and AEW because they're the easiest to watch. They're both on cable networks that I can watch them on. So anyways, the pre-show was, again, WWE is not in trouble money-wise, but losing fans to watch AEW, yes. Losing major talent, yes. They're kind of in trouble. Fan-wise, they're losing fans, and it seems like AEW's gaining a lot of fans. And my God, they should get a big rating for Dynamite Wednesday. 3 debuts, actually, at All Out. A woman's debut. She made her debut. I thought she would. I predicted she would win the Casino Battle Royal. She did. So, actually, 3 major debuts at All Out. 3 of them. I don't give a crap if they're 3 former WWE wrestlers. I don't care. They're 3 big names in their prime still. And they're WWE's lost. They released one of them. The two others, I don't think they wanted them to go. And they can see the grass is greener on AEW side if you jump ship. Seems like things are better backstage. The vibe. The guy that's in control is not a 76-year-old guy that is probably out of touch. Yeah, a lot of people bash Vince. They love to bash him. Love to call him names. Say he's out of touch. But he did bring back Brock Lesnar and Becky, and I like those two people. So on the pre-show, it was a 10-man tag, the Best Friends. Chuck Taylor, Orange Cassidy, Wheeler, somebody, and the Jurassic Express against Matt Hardy and the Hardy family. Why is Private Party still with Matt Hardy? They used to be cool. They used to be baby faces. They were pretty over, and now the Private Party are just nobody, mid-card jobbers, in my opinion. Private Party with Matt Hardy's done nothing for them. Nothing good. They shouldn't be heels. And they were with Matt Hardy, Private Party, and Angelico and Jack Evans. They lost by submission. Now the pay-per-view. Let's get to All Out 2021. This is my All Out 2021 review. By the way, check out my All Out reactions for Britt Baker, Chris Statlander. The two debuts after the main event. The Women's Casino Battle Royal, I will also have uploaded my reaction to the whole match. And I believe that's it. Maybe another reaction for, I can't remember what match. CM Punk, how could I forget? CM Punk's return. I did a reaction to that. Up first on a pay-per-view for the TNT title, it started off really good, really hot. For the TNT title, Miro, Eddie Kingston. It was good. Really good shit. With the win, 13 minutes, 25 seconds. It was back and forth. It was good. I predicted and expected Miro to win and retain, and he did. I think I predicted Miro in my predictions, but who knows? I forget. If I do a video a day ago, I already forget what the hell I said on it. So anyways, Miro wins and retains. And that was the right decision. Up next, we had Jon Moxley take on Kojima from Japan. I think he's in New Japan right now. I don't know if he's in All Japan still. He was there. I think All Japan Pro Wrestling is still around, but I don't really follow it. But they're a good company. They have a lot of damn history, really good history. So Jon Moxley and Kojima go at it. It was really good shit, back and forth, beating the crap out of each other, elbows, forearms. Jon Moxley wins, and it was pretty short, but it was sweet. Perfect amount of time, 12 minutes, 10 seconds. Jon Moxley wins. I love his entrance in the Wild Thing song. So up next we had the Women's Championship. Again, I did a reaction to it. Please check it out. I think it's 6 minutes. The reaction. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, defended against Chris the Alien Statlander. And it was damn good. I really enjoyed this matchup. It was damn good stuff. It was really entertaining, really fun to watch. Really good women's wrestling. Went 11 minutes, 25 seconds. Britt Baker was with Jamie Hayter and Rebel, by the way. Chris Statlander was with Orange Cassidy at one point. She was down on the floor getting counted out. Orange got up. He was already standing up. He got up. He yelled at her. He's like, "Get in the ring. Get your ass in there now." And then she got in before she was counted out. That was good. And I hope they never push Orange Cassidy to, like, make him world champion. That'd be bad. Because I don't see him as world champion. So Chris Statlander loses and still women's champion like she should be. She should hold on to it for a long time. I think she should probably maybe lose it to the new number one contender that won the Casino Battle Royal. That'd be a great pick to have her win it from Britt. But Britt Baker, DMD, still your women's champion. Up next we had the Steel Cage match, the match of the pay-per-view, stole the show. It was great. It was fantastic. It was action-packed. A ton of high spots. A lot of blood. Penta bled a lot. I don't know why I almost called him Pentagon, but Penta bled a lot. Through his mask, he kind of got ripped. Lucha Bros, the challengers, challenging the Young Bucks. I'm not a fan of them. You want to know why? I think they suck. They're boring. They're not entertaining. They're overrated. They're video game wrestlers or spot monkeys. They have no talent. I don't give a fuck if they're in the Elite or they got the popular show being the Elite. They suck. I don't give a fuck about them. And I will never be a fan of them. If you are, good for you. Keep being a fan of them. I will never be a fan of them, and I will never buy their merchandise. And I don't care if they're big stars. Who gives a fuck? I hope they leave AEW within like 2 years. I hope they leave. Thank God they did the fucking job because I believe they are vice presidents of AEW. Well, Tony Khan has the ultimate power with his pen to book, and thank God he booked you guys to lose. And you didn't try to use creative control or something. Thank God you did the job because it was fucking time to do the job to a better tag team and better wrestlers than you two. I love Ray Phoenix and Pentagon. They were great as a team in MLW. They were actually MLW champions before they left. I believe to go to Impact or AEW. They're AAA tag team champions, I believe, right now. I think, but great cage match. I'm not a fan of the Young Bucks. Lucha Bros carried them, in my opinion, and brought a great match out of them. Lucha Bros, your winners and new tag team champions. It's about fucking time you get the titles off the young fucking hacks. The young fucks. The young shithead fucks. Thank God the Lucha Bros are the champions. Don't give the titles ever back to the Young Bucks. Up next, we had the 21 Women Casino Battle Royal. This was great. This was like a Royal Rumble feel. The crowd was hype, really into it. All these women were really good in it. One of them got eliminated way too quick, and I'll tell you who, I think. So, I don't have the whole list of all the women. Layla Hirsch was in it. Jade Cargill, Nyla Rose, Jamie Hayter, Rebel, The Bunny. Jesus, who else? Ty Conti. A lot of women. So just go back, watch the match. If you didn't see the pay-per-view, I don't know what to tell you. You missed out on seeing all these women. In the 21-woman Casino Battle Royal, winner would get a future women's title shot. My guess is at Full Gear in November or maybe a Dynamite. They should put on a Dynamite and not wait until November. But, I'm trying to think who else. Thunder Rosa, one of my favorites. She was in it. She lasted very long. She was one of the final two. Hikaru Shida, I'm a big fan of her. And she got eliminated pretty quick. But who got eliminated quicker? Riott. Riott comes back from Japan. Poor Riho. I don't know. She's on a flight last night from Japan. I hope not. Because imagine being tired as hell, flying from Japan to Chicago, and then you get eliminated that fucking quick. That was some bullshit. Riho was not going to win. She is the first ever AEW Women's Champion, I believe. But she was not going to win. But why'd you eliminate her so quick? I don't know. Who else is in it? Red Velvet. Kayla King or somebody like that. Kiera Hogan, former Knockout. And it was, the Joker card was Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho was Joker card. Awesome to see her back in a wrestling ring. She's super talented. She's great. She has a great look. A different, unique, different look in wrestling. I don't know why the fuck WWE and Vince could not push her and use her enough. She was barely booked on TV, like, at all. Hardly ever. And when she was, her and Liv kept losing. Like tag title matches. They kept having them lose, which was dumb. They booked her badly on the main roster. Very badly, because she was never a tag champion. Or a women's champion. She's booked good in NXT. Shocker, a talent from NXT was booked like shit on the main roster. I don't care if she got to be in a few WrestleManias. She still was not booked good because she was never a champion. And I would have booked her better. Because Ruby can fucking work. She's a great worker, great wrestler, has a great look. And she's very likable. My voice is pretty sore because on my reactions I was yelling. I was excited about what I saw at All Out. Joker card Ruby Soho, formerly Ruby Riott, if you mental patient idiots didn't know that. Or if you only watch WWE and you're like, oh, who's Ruby Soho? I don't know who the hell that is. Well, that's Ruby Riott, you dumb fucks. Watch other products than WWE, maybe. Or watch her work before she was signed to NXT. She was in Shimmer, and she was damn good. And she was on the Indies. I think she's actually a Shimmer Tag Team Champion at one point with Dakota Kai. They were a damn good team. So Ruby Soho wins the Women's Casino Battle Royal. It was down to her and Thunder Rosa. I love both women, but Ruby Soho wins in her debut. The Casino Battle Royal went 22 minutes. I will say every match had the perfect amount of time. I would say one or two of them was like 5 minutes too long. Only. Up next, we had Chris Jericho, MJF. The final fight, if Jericho lost, he had to retire. I wish he would have lost. Chris Jericho wins. This was great. By the way, the Lucha Bros had a great fucking entrance where their theme was sung and rapped them to the ring. That was awesome. It was like a WrestleMania entrance. And MJF had a Jericho countdown Y2J entrance. He trolled us. He fooled us all. He fooled me. I was like, this is pretty cool. The countdown clock is back on the Tron, on the screen. And then we even got Jericho Y2J Pyro on the stage, and it was then MJF's music hit. That was great. That was a great swerve. Jericho MJF went too long. It was 21 minutes. It should have been about 15. Or it's like 16. And I didn't like how Jericho won. His foot was on the rope. The ref, Aubrey, didn't see it. Another ref told her, you messed up, you fucked up. Restart the match. And then Jericho wins. And then the inner circle hugs him and celebrates. I don't hate Jericho, but the guy should retire. He looks like guy that drinks way too much beer and he looks out of shape and blown up every time he wrestles. He's still great on the mic. I hate him on commentary, but he's good at promos. Good at talking. Not on commentary. Get him off of Rampage commentary. MJF sadly lost, but it was expected. But I thought Jericho could lose because Fozzie's going on tour, and who gives a fuck? I don't listen to their music. Anyways, Jericho defeats MJF. Would have got a major heat on MJF if you could have had him win and just had Jericho return in like 4 months, because gimmick retirement matches never last. It's just a gimmick. It's a con. The only wrestling retirement that has really happened and lasted has been Steve Austin. I thought Punk might be done for good, but he's back. So up next we had CM Punk's return against Darby Allin. It went the perfect amount of time. 16 minutes, 40 seconds. In the beginning, Punk looked kind of blown up. Pretty tired, not in ring shape, but he didn't botch. He looked pretty good in the ring. He was in shape. He's wearing pants, spandex pants is his gear. And CM Punk wins with the GTS. Go to sleep. He did it on the stage. It's clobbering time. That was great. He got a huge reaction in Chicago. Ton of CM Punk chants. Welcome back chants. You still got a chance. And then after he defeats Darby, Sting comes out. Darby looked injured. He ran himself into the damn ring post. That was a stupid spot by him. How he treats his body, he's either going to get a ton of concussions or keep getting himself injured and breaking bones like an idiot. So, anyways, at least Mick Foley, you could say, took stupid bumps, but his bumps matter. Darby just does them for no reason, in my opinion. So Sting comes out, shakes, puts his hand out, CM Punk shakes it. That was pretty damn cool. Then Punk celebrates, goes up on the second rope. Up next we had, oh my god, this match should have not been on the pay-per-view. It was out of place. Nobody cared. At least it ended quick, but it shouldn't have been 3 minutes, 10 seconds. It should have been a minute 50 or a minute 20, a minute or 50 seconds or something. Paul White returns the pay-per-view in the ring. I still like calling him the Big Show. Anyways, Paul White takes on QT Marshall, and I didn't give a fuck about this matchup. It was nice to see Paul White back, looking healthy and happy, but I didn't care. If I was booking out and knock out QT, chokeslam him in about 20 seconds and win. And go over and leave the ring. But QT, the guy's a jobber. The guy doesn't look like anything but a jobber. I wish he would have kept his shirt on. I'm not a fan of QT at all. He should stay on dark, in my opinion. In Big Show, Paul White doesn't really need to be wrestling on pay-per-views anymore. I wonder why WWE stopped using him. They did it for a reason. Vince had no need for him. He got everything out of him that he could. He did everything he could in WWE. He was world champions. He was tag champs. He was Intercontinental champ. He's freaking WWE ECW champ, which I hated. And my God, Big Show was really out of shape when he was ECW champion. The fake ECW, by the way, not the original. Yeah, Big Show did everything in WWE. There's nothing fucking else for him to do at all. I think he could have re-signed with WWE, a Legends deal or something, but he He didn't want to just sit backstage and, I don't know, WWE wouldn't even use him to be a producer, I guess. They just wanted him to sit at home. He didn't want to sit at home. Good for him. He has a right to go wherever he wants. He's a legend. But he doesn't need to be on pay-per-views wrestling. Maybe Dark or Dynamite. Paul White wins. Thank God it was over quick with a chokeslam. Up next, the main event for the AEW World title. This went too long. Should have been 15 minutes, 5 minutes less. It was 21 minutes. 21 seconds. For the AEW World title, Kenny Omega with his pimp, Don Callis. He's been pimping him out since he's 10 years old. Pimping ain't easy for Don Callis. The guy's a sicko. The guy's a wacko weirdo. So Kenny defends the world title against Christian Cage. They really barely brought up that he was Impact World Champion. Why? I don't know. Why didn't they say this like title for title? But no, it wasn't. Kenny was Impact Champion before, and he was a god-awful champion, in my opinion. He did nothing for the title, barely. I think once on Impact, he drew like 150,000 people to watch. Wow. Big deal. That's a huge rating, 150,000. I get it. Impact's channel, Axios TV, is not available to many people. But still, he should have drew a bigger rating. I wonder why. Because he's not entertaining. He's boring and overrated, in my opinion. And he's not the best in the world. So Kenny wins. Then they beat down Christian, the Elite, the Young Bucks come out. The Good Brothers were there. I don't know why they keep showing up in AEW. I don't like the Good Brothers around. Karl Anderson's a fucking moron on Twitter. The guy's a dumbass. So putting down WWE, trying to make fun of them for saying they are offering mental health services and counseling, and he makes fun of that. A dumb move on your part, Karl Anderson. You're a fucking moron. You're a moron. And you bash WWE a lot on Twitter, and like, what a horrible company. They don't give a fuck about any of their talent. Well, you were paid very well in WWE, like over 600,000. And you only were brought in because you're friends with AJ Styles, and he's like 1,000,000 times more talented than you and Doc Gallows. Doc Gallows, I don't think's that much of an idiot on Twitter, but Karl Anderson, you're a moron. And you need to shut the fuck up on Twitter. When it comes to WWE, shut your mouth. Don't say a word about them. Because you were paid very well. Very well. Now I believe you got released. So what? You should be happy now and just shut the fuck up and not say a word about WWE and the services they are offering. Or what they do. It's none of your damn business to speak out and be a moron. And then you like to attack and fight with fans on Twitter. That's pathetic. You should be better than that, you moron. If I was a famous wrestler, I wouldn't be fighting with people on Twitter. What the fuck's wrong with you? You're a moron. Doc Gallows, I don't know if he's a moron. I don't follow him on Twitter. So, yeah, the Elite beat down Christian, beat him down. I thought it was time for the American Dragon to come out. Kenny's on the mic, spewing and saying, I'm the best in the world. Nobody's here to take this title from me. Nobody can take the title from me. I am the best in the world, all that. And then the lights go out. I was like, holy fuck, this is the American Dragon. Bryan Danielson is here. It's got to be him. He's all elite. No, it wasn't. Instead, it was not Bryan Danielson. Again, we had 3 debuts. Ruby Soho. Bryan Danielson. But before Bryan Danielson, the lights come back on. New music hits. New Tron video. It's Adam Cole, baby. The crowd explodes and goes insane. They were so happy to see Adam Cole. He's in the ring. And of course, he's friends with the Elite. He's friends, I guess, with the Young Bucks. They're a bunch of morons. I guess they love their Bible, and they're a bunch of, like, Bible Belt idiots. Or whatever the fuck you call those people that worship the Bible. They're a bunch of Jesus freaks. That's what they are. So I don't know how Adam Cole could be their friend and what the fuck he'd have in common with them, but whatever. I like Adam Cole. I don't think he's a moron in real life like the Bucks. And like Karl Anderson. But Adam Cole faces off. I like Adam Cole. I got nothing against him. I do got something against the Young Bucks and Karl Anderson. Adam Cole faces off with Kenny. I was like, this is fucking awesome. This is great. I marked out on my reaction video of Adam Cole's debut. I was shocked. I popped. I screamed, Adam Cole. I couldn't believe it. I acted like a 12-year-old girl at a NSYNC concert 20 years ago. Anyways. It was awesome. Adam Cole is facing off with Kenny like he wanted the world title and he was going to super kick Kenny. No, he super kicks Christian. He super kicks Jungle Boy instead and turns heel, hugs the Bucks and joins the Elite. I was fucking pissed. But I still like Adam Cole. He could he could do anything. I would still like the guy. He could do any heel thing. I would still like Adam Cole and cheer for him. He's super talented. He's a great wrestler, great worker, great on the mic. How could you not like Adam Cole, baby? If you don't, I don't get it. But I do. So he super kicks Jungle Boy. They beat down the Jurassic. I was going to call them Jungle Express, the Jurassic Express. They beat them down there, still beating down Christian. He's knocked out cold in the middle of the ring. And then new music hits. It was weird music. It wasn't the Final Countdown theme Bryan Danielson used to have. It was like, do-do-do-do-do. It's like that music they put in movies. Sometimes, I don't know what the hell type of song it is, what it's called, but it was like, it was weird. It was a weird theme, but it fits Bryan. I'm going to call him that still a lot, by accident. The theme fits Bryan Danielson. It fits him. He didn't do that. He was just standing in the ring, on the ramp, standing up on the ropes. He did not do that. Maybe wants to leave that in the WWE, but the fans will not let it die. They're going to chant yes forever as long as he's in wrestling. The fans like to chant it. It's fucking fun. It's a great chant. Daniel Bryan will be super over forever and ever because he is fucking loved by the fans and he deserves all the love. He deserves everything. And all the money Tony Khan probably gave him. He gave him a sweet deal, I'm sure. Like CM Punk, less dates, ton of money. Anyways, Daniel Bryan deserves it. The guy's a veteran. He's been in wrestling over 20 years. Or maybe about 20 years. Or I think he got trained in 99 or 2000 by Shawn Michaels and this other guy. That was with Shawn Michaels at his wrestling academy. So Bryan's been wrestling about 20 years. He deserves to make a huge payday in AEW. I hope he got all the money that he deserves. So Daniel Bryan, in my opinion, actually deserves more money than CM Punk because he didn't leave wrestling and leave the fans and leave his fans behind. So Daniel Bryan debuts and he's standing. He helps up Jurassic Express. I think he helped up Jungle Boy. Daniel Bryan is standing with Christian and Jurassic Express. They're staring at the Elite. Maybe we'll get a War Games or Blood and Guts before the end of the year between these two factions. Daniel Bryan's not a faction, but he might team with Jurassic Express and Christian to fight off the Elite and destroy them. So it was great. They face off, then they all go at it. What a moment. Daniel Bryan does a ton of yes kicks to one of the Young Bucks. Running knee to the other one. The crowd absolutely exploded, went insane. I went insane. It was great. All Out 2021 was great. Great pay-per-view. Well worth the money. Great show. The only match that I didn't care about was Big Show, Paul White, and QT. Jericho MJF went too long. Kenny and Christian also went too long. But all the other matches were damn entertaining. Really fun. My grade for All Out, I'll give it an A-. Fuck it. I'm going to give it an A+. Because Adam Cole, baby, Daniel Bryan, and Ruby Soho. I love those three. They're great. I'm a fan of them. Oh my God, I can't believe it. It's true. It is not going to seem real when I see Bryan Danielson, formerly Daniel Bryan, spent 10 years, over 10 years in WWE. It still doesn't seem real that Bryan Danielson is all elite in AEW now. And Adam Cole, that's not shocking because Britt Baker's there. And why the fuck wouldn't he want to join her? I would if I was him. I'd want to see my girlfriend more. And who the fuck would want to travel like 3 to 4 days a week and not see their girl? Not me. So, anyways, if I had a girl that looked like Britt Baker, what the fuck? I wouldn't want to be away from her for like 3 to 4 days. Anyways, great pay-per-view All Out. A+ because of the debuts. Ruby Soho, Adam Cole, Bryan Danielson. Lucha Bros are the new champions. New tag team champions. That's awesome. CM Punk, Darby was good. What else was good? Jon Moxley, Kojima was good. Miro winning was good. Just awesome pay-per-view. AEW's on fire. I'll say it again. They have the talent. They have the money. And they have the fan base. They're selling out everywhere. And they're going to just get more fans with Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson in their company. Tony Khan, you're doing a lot of things that are good. And a lot of things that are right. And a lot of things that are making the fans fucking happy and bringing back their passion for pro wrestling. I don't care if Tony Khan gets his daddy's money. I don't give a crap. Thank you, Tony Khan, for starting another company to make WWE have real competition, and they fucking do. You got Adam Cole, CM Punk, Malachi Black, Bryan Danielson, even for the women, Ruby Soho. When you get those talents to jump, that's a big fucking shot right in between the eyes of WWE, and that is fucking huge. That's fucking big. That they keep getting these WWE former talents to jump that are in their fucking prime and don't want to be there. Maybe they want creative control. That's why they're jumping. Who gives a crap about that? Maybe they don't want to deal with a 76-year-old that's insane and changing his mind like 1,000 times and ripping up Raw scripts. And just coming up with his Vince's creative team, coming up with some god-awful ideas for top talent. And a lot of the times not using a lot of top talent and not using different women. Anyways, I'm not going to rant about WWE. I loved All Out 2021. Who the fuck could imagine a year ago? Who would imagine a year ago AEW would have CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, Adam Cole, baby, Ruby Soho, Malachi Black, formerly Aleister Black, Miro. Soon they might get Bray Wyatt. Who the fuck knows? I never thought I'd see another wrestling war between someone taking it to WWE, someone kicking WWE in the nuts. Well, Eric Bischoff and WCW did that. They kicked WWF in the nuts and threw them off a building for about 2 years. I never thought we would get another wrestling war. You don't gotta pick sides either. You don't gotta just watch WWE and dislike AEW because AEW signing former WWE guys. So what? My opinion, it's good for the business. It's competition. It will wake up Vince and make him think, what the fuck's happening? Why are all these top talents leaving me? I gotta do better. I gotta do something different. But I think it's too late for Vince to wake up and know what's cool and try to do something different. The guy's 76. He's not going to wake up and change his mind. And he's not going to do everything for the fans. He does stuff for money. To make money. But I don't like a lot of stuff WWE's doing and putting on Raw, but I love SmackDown. I love NXT still. Who knows what's going to happen with NXT? The bottom line, I love WWE still for life. I'll be a fan of theirs because they're the company I grew up on, and they got me into pro wrestling. Even though they love to claim their sports entertainment, they're still wrestling because they have a wrestling ring on television for their shows. So you're still pro wrestling, you idiots. Or Vince, you're not just sports entertainment. Anyways, I love WWE. I love AEW. And I will continue to watch them and support both companies. But this is great. It's not so great for Vince and WWE, but this is great for the wrestling business that a ton of top talent is in AEW and jumped there, and there's still top talent in WWE. Becky Lynch, Sasha, Bayley, Charlotte, Bianca Belair, Brock Lesnar, Roman, Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, I guess you could call a top guy. Randy Orton's still there. John Cena was there, but he's not going to ever stay long. Damian Priest. I like what they're doing with Damian Priest and how they're pushing him. Anyways, like, comment, share, subscribe. What did you think of All Out 2021? What's your grade for it? Mine's a A+. Bye for now.